Hey, we're back. We're live again. Yo, it's pretty nice to be back. I'm not even gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Last live stream was lit. It was very lit. I had trouble catching up with the chat, but welcome everyone. Welcome. If you can hear and see me just fine, make sure to drop a thumbs up there at the bottom. I'm admiring my S24 Ultra. It was just here in the corner of my table. Yeah, the Ultra is really, really nice. I enjoy it so much. Here, let me see. So it seems like we have some early birds already. All right, so I wonder if the like counter is going to be fixed on this live stream. Last time, it wasn't working properly. And if it doesn't, then that's okay. Although it does kind of suck because that like counter was just climbing up. But anyway. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. We have Aaron Wolfert saying, I am first. Yeah, boy. What's up, Aaron? Nice to see you here on the live stream, man. Nice to see that you're an early bird today. That makes me very happy. Will M saying, what up? What's up, Will M? How you doing? Paul Griffith dropped a like. Thank you, Mr. Paul. I think this is the first time I have seen you here, maybe. Or no, I think I've seen you before. But anyway, welcome, everyone. Hopefully, everyone's having a terrific Sunday. I know for some of y'all, it's already early Monday morning. So if that's the case, I hope you're having a good early Monday morning. Jenna says, you're awesome. Everyone else should drop one too. Yes, everyone should. Thank you. Thank you for the support and the hype. I very much appreciate it. All right, Fatima with the heart. And then Will M saying, what's up? What's up, Will M? And Fatima now with the thumbs up. Glad you guys can hear me. All right, welcome, everyone. So this one is going to be a rather quick one. I'm still in a lot of pain. For those that know me personally, you guys know. And I think some of y'all that were on my live stream as well the other time, I basically started my chest piece, and it was really, really cool. So yesterday, I was in a lot of pain. Around this time, I was in not agonizing pain, but I had to put on some more numbing cream because that pain is not it. For those of you who have had tattoos, let me ask the live chat a quick question, right? If you have tattoos, so I guess this goes for the portion of my audience that does like tattoos, but for those that do have tattoos, what has been the spot that has hurt the most? What is the tattoo spot for you that has hurt the most? And then I will let you guys know which spot that was for me. Will M said, I completed the using a Galaxy S8 for a week on Friday. Dude, nice. Wait, have you uploaded the video yet? If so, send me a link. If anything, drop the link. Well, I'm not sure if it's ready to go, but if it is, go ahead and drop a like, man. Miss History Buff saying hi. Juan, hello, Miss History Buff. It's always such a pleasure to see you on the live streams. Hope you've been having a terrific weekend, Miss History Buff. Fatima, I'm waiting for the Z Flip 6. So I have heard. When is the Fold and the Flip? I think they're coming out pretty soon, which for me at my job is really cool. I'm not sure if you guys can see my shirt. So it's this Galaxy S24 shirt in black. Very nice shirt. I got it at my job. So anyway, yeah, the Z Flip 6 is going to be interesting. I wonder what they're going to do. Like me selling these Flip 6s, or rather Flip 5s and Fold 5s, I always recommend the insurance because it is a no-brainer. The hinges on these tend to be very frail. So I think more than anything, what Samsung needs to do is they really need to focus on the durability aspect of that hinge because it's really not working for a lot of people. And the problem is that, I mean, we do our due diligence, right? Like, I let people know, like, hey, within 14 days, this is the set amount of time that you have. If you change your mind, then you can basically swap it out, minus a small fee. It happens all too often that 3, 4, 5 months later, someone comes back with a Fold. They opted to not get the insurance, and now they're SOL. And it's really shitty. I mean, you could go through Samsung. I mean, you do have that 1-year manufacturer's warranty. But typically when it comes to that hinge, they like to really give you a lot of shit for it. They like to say that it was you who did it, that the warranty just covers, you know, just the basic hardware. So yeah, just beware. I have reviewed, I think it was the Z Flip like 3 or something. I did a battery drain test on it a long time ago, like 3 or 4 years ago. I don't know if I'm ready for foldable phones like that. That's the thing. I really don't think I am, but we'll see. Fatima says, when will Apple release a flip phone? I don't think ever. As far as I've seen, Apple reportedly has given up on any kind of foldable phone design. I think if they were to do it, they would do it on the iPhone 2X or XX. I don't know. I don't know what they would call the iPhone 20. But whenever the iPhone 20 does roll around, it's going to have to be something groundbreaking. Kind of similar to like when the iPhone 10 first came out. A lot of people just call it the iPhone X, but it's really the iPhone 10. That phone, when it came out, that was the first iPhone that first introduced that full front display with no buttons. And when it came out, dude, everyone wanted to get their hands on it. Especially, I don't know about y'all. I really don't know about y'all. I really, really, really loved the white with the silver or the stainless steel iPhone 10. That one looked gorgeous, especially with the accompanying wallpaper. And it's kind of crazy to think how long ago that was. I mean, we're gonna be on the iPhone 16 in just a few months. So that's just, I mean, it's baffling how crazy technology has come. We do have Mr. Alexander Yeager. Notice the S24 Ultra. I just grabbed it because it was in the it was on the corner of my table, dude. It happened to be here. But look, I will say I love my Ultra. This phone is cool. It's really nice. You know what I love to do on this when I'm home chilling? I love to play Clash Royale on this. Oh my God, the display on this, it's crazy. Will M, yes, it went up yesterday. All right, drop the link, please, sir, and also send it to me personally if you will. I want to see that video. I'm always willing to support, especially small creators, because I mean, I still consider myself a rather small-ish, I guess, channel. We're growing day by day, but I love supporting when I can. Alex says, near my armpit and ribs. Oof. Yeah, so good question. Let me see what you guys said. Miss History Buff, feel better? Thank you. So near the armpit and ribs, man, I forget that, Jaeger. I forget that you have tattoos. But yeah, I feel like that would really hurt right over here. Oh, God, yes. Any kind of flabby skin is really, really going to be horrific. For me, this past Saturday, it was when he was getting, so I'll just show a little bit of it, but like you guys can tell right here, these are just clouds. This is nothing compared to like what's underneath. But I want to wait until it's fully finished. In 10 days, I go back. We're going to tackle as much as we could. I had about 6 hours with my tattoo artist due to family circumstances on his end. So that was cool. I mean, he's tattooed me for so many years, and talented dude. I mean, hey, props to him. Love him. If you guys are in the North Georgia area and need someone really, really talented with the needle, then definitely hit me up. I'll point you towards the right direction. But yeah, my tattoo over the weekend, it hurt so bad. Right over here, I just wanted to die. I wanted to die. Not really, but it just hurt that bad. And yeah, so the ribs and the armpit I can see, but honestly, near the collarbone, that really, really got me. Miss History, oh yeah, feel better. Hey, my boy Gareth with the what's up, bro? What's up, Gareth? Hopefully you've been having a great weekend as well. You had your birthday yesterday, Gareth. Happy late birthday. Can we get chat, can we please get a happy birthday train going for Gareth? Gareth seems to have, I don't think you miss many of the live streams, Gareth, and I wanted to point that out. Many of y'all here don't miss the live stream, so I want to say I do appreciate all of y'all. That really means a lot to me. Let's get a quick happy birthday chant going on in the chat for Mr. Gareth. That's awesome, man. How old are you now? Oh, there we go. Will M said, happy birthday. Will M, the iPhone 10 is considered old now. It is. I had a customer today saying she was coming from the iPhone 10s. And then I was like, you do know that, like, in technology terms, like, your phone is starting to become like a geezer. Like, it's starting to get up there. She's like, no way, but I've had it for like 6 years. And I'm like, yeah, 6 years in technology terms. Like, just think, all right, let's rewind a little bit. Let's go back to the year 2018. I think I would argue 2018 was a better era. I was, how old was I in 2018? So I was 22, 23. Yep, good times. But all right, consider the tech that we had back then. The PS5 didn't exist. The PS4 was kind of, and the Xbox One were maybe 2 or 3 years into their cycle already. Gen 9 Pokemon didn't exist. I don't even think Gen 8 Pokemon existed. This was during the time that I think Pokemon Go released and it was still popping. What else in terms of technology? The Apple Watch was barely like on its third iteration. It was like on the Apple Watch Series 3. That's how long we're talking ago. So when you think about this, it's just like, wow, technology really, really, really does come a long way. I mean, nowadays, I've heard that in middle school and high schools around the nation, if you have an iPhone with a button on it, your ass is getting roasted. Now, just think about that, right? Like, that's so crazy. iPhone with home buttons were not that long ago. Like, to say it was a really long time ago, like, it wasn't. It's just as crazy. Let me catch up here with the chat. Miss History Buff said, glad I didn't wait for the iPad Mini 7. So that's another thing, man. Like, I have my Mini right here, and I'm starting to low-key get really PO'd at Apple. Apple, it's time that we get new tablets. What's going on? I don't know what's going on with Apple right now, but we haven't seen a new tablet going on nearly 2 whole years. So Apple needs a refresh of the iPad lineup, not only to make it, just faster in terms of chipset and expand on what already makes them great, but I also need them commissions, man. I'm trying to sell some tablets out there, but me being me, I mean, I will low-key be like, hey, if you so many people will come in trying to get an iPad Pro, and all they're going to do on it is go to school, right? They claim that Microsoft Word is the reason that they need a iPad Pro, and it's just like, bruh, you have no idea what you're talking about. And then it's silly because I think people think that I get paid based off of which product I sell, right? Well, joke's on them, because it does not matter which iPad you choose. We're a commission sales-based job, but we get the line. So if you get the line with me, that's what I'm getting paid for, the line, not the tablet. So I always tell people, especially the ones that want to go straight in for the iPad Pro, what do you need it for? Like, because 9 times out of 10, the 10th generation iPad, or even the 9th gen iPad, the one that still has the home button, which is the ones I use for work, those work just fine for most people. There's no need to get the Pro version. But the Mini is just that perfect size. At least for me, it's super palmable. I would honestly hook a line up onto this and probably just use it as like a Pokemon Go device. Don't roast me. Yes, that's a very nerdy thing to say. But dude, community day, think about it. With this iPad Mini, and then, man, just imagine being out there. You're going to be goated. You're going to be out there doing all the raids, all the Shadow Entei raids, and people are going to be like, damn, does that guy have an iPad Mini 6 or 7 at the time, So anyway. Alex Yeager, 0 visible tattoos. Very strategic play, Mr. Yeager. That's what I've noticed. Actually, the other day it was slipping from your arm. I did see it. So actually, you can't really say that now. Gareth says, actually, according to time zones, it's still today. Oh, yeah, my bad. Oh, okay, gotcha. It's still today. So, hey, man, happy birthday. It's not even a late birthday. Happy birthday, bro. Miss History Buff says, no tats here. Happy birthday. Let's go. I love the happy birthdays for Gareth. Jenna Rose also says happy birthday. Will M says, I went from, and then I think Gareth typed something in, so let me finish Will M's. He says, I went from the 11 to the 14 because the battery got really bad. Oh, yeah, definitely. Like, if a lot of times when I'm at work and people ask me genuinely, should I upgrade? My general rule of thumb is if you're 2 years behind, your answer is probably not, unless your battery is starting to really degrade, right? So for all that don't know, everyone can go into their settings on an iPhone. I don't know if it's the same thing on Samsung, but on an iPhone, if you go into, actually, hold on. I have my phone in my pocket right now, actually. So if you go to settings, then if you go to, there's a battery icon right here, right there. I don't know if y'all can see it. Battery. So you click on battery. And then if you click on battery health right here, right? So you click on battery health, or it moved now. Battery health, okay? You will see that it says for me normal, right? And on top of that, it shows that I have a maximum capacity of 99%. Now, I'm about to explain all of this because all of this information is very pertinent to you and how you use your device. Okay, underneath that, it says cycle count, right? So I'll also explain that. And it shows you the manufacture date and when you first used it. This is also really important for a battery, especially a lithium-ion battery. Because if you had a manufacture date of, say, I don't know, September of 2017, right? Well, that was 7 years ago. And so even though it has never been used, that battery in there is not going to hold that great of a charge. So anyway, maximum capacity is at 99%. As some of you may or may not know, lithium ion batteries are the type of batteries that are found within your iPhone. And like most things on Earth, they are susceptible to decay, just like we are. We age, we get older, our skin wrinkles, yada, yada. Same with cars. After a while, cars start to gain mileage. They start breaking down. They need more oil changes, yada, yada. Same with batteries. Over its usage, the amount of battery that it was originally intended to hold will decrease and decay with time and use. Okay? So this is where your cycle count is also very important. MacBooks have had cycle counts on them for years. It's only been up until recently that cycle counts have been introduced in iPhones, and cycle counts are very important. Basically, a cycle count is a 100% drop in your battery. Now, there's a lot of questions about this, so let me clear the air. It does not mean when you go precisely from 100 to exactly 0. Some people tend to think that like, oh, well, my phone got to 4%, so that wasn't a full cycle. Correct, it wasn't a full cycle, but that's not how cycles are counted, right? So if you go down from, let's just say, let's use easy numbers, from 100% down to 10%, right? And then you charge it all the way back up full. So you had used that 90%. Well, after that fresh recharge, once it goes from 100% to 90%, you have thus completed a 100% cycle. So it will count for 1. And so if you guys can see, I got my iPhone 15 Pro Max in early October, and my maximum capacity is at 99%, so that's pretty healthy, and my cycle count is 189. So not too terrible. A good rule of thumb is once your maximum battery capacity is underneath 75%, it's time to either replace the battery, which I think Apple will do it for any model iPhone for I think $99. Someone don't quote me on that. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's $99. Or just get a new iPhone. And most people opt just to get a new iPhone, right? It's the most convenient thing to do, because why spend $100 when you can already kind of more or less reinvest those $100 in a fresh battery off of a new iPhone? So anyway, marketing. With that being said, the cycle counts are really important to just about everyone, and the battery health will determine your performance on your phone. So if you ever feel like your phone is being sluggish, especially those that have iPhones that are now 5, 6, 7 years old, if you ever start to notice that your iPhone is just really glitchy and starts to act really slow, it has to do with your battery. It's because your iPhone is prioritizing the battery life or the health of the phone versus it being speedy. Because if you noticed, once your iPhone starts to get older, you'll notice that your battery heats up a lot more often. And the more that these applications are being updated on a regular, and if you think about it, how often are apps updated? It seems like weekly nowadays, right? It's just using more and more RAM, thus putting more and more pressure on that battery. So anyway, that was a good little tangent on battery life. I do see we have 24 people on the live right now. It's really nice to see all of you guys. Let me catch up a little bit here on the live chat. By the way, guys, for everyone that joined in a little late, it's Gareth Mallory's birthday. So let's wish Mr. Mallory a happy birthday. Gareth says, thank you, Juan. Thank you, dear chat. You're the best. I'm 37 now. Hey, 37 years young, though, right? I mean, life is gorgeous. The life expectancy, I don't know. No, wait. The life expectancy up here in the USA, I think for men is like 73. It actually went down. And that's just the average, man. You still got way more years ahead of you. God willing, he gives you many years of blessings, happiness, and just, a good health. That's all we can ask for, right? Fatima says, what's everyone's first iPhone ever? Good question, Fatima. I love that you're asking that in the chat. I do want to see what everyone's first iPhone is. So let's, if you guys missed it, let's go ahead. That's a good question. Let's answer Fatima's question. What was everyone's first ever iPhone? You guys know it for me, I think. My first ever one was the iPhone 4S. I was actually talking to one of my customers earlier today of the good old days, right? So I remember being 16, and I had typical middle child syndrome, so I was not given a smartwatch. And even then, we're talking about, what year was this? So at 16, I was born in 95, so that was what, in 2011? God, that feels like so long ago. Yeah, no, 2016, right? Yeah. Anyway, my math ain't mathin'. It was a while ago. And when the iPhone 4S first came out, that was the first phone that I purchased. I worked at BK and I saved up a lot of my money to get the iPhone 4S. And ever since then, I've literally upgraded every single iPhone since. So I've had the 4S. When the iPhone 5 came out, that was a beautiful phone. But the 5S, I think to this day, if you had to ask me what the most beautiful iPhone is, I'm going to have to go with the iPhone 5S. That phone was gorgeous. And then I've just upgraded ever since. So yeah, good question, Fatima. My first was the iPhone 4S. Hey, Will M, same. How do I personally share the link for the video to you? You can send it to one of my socials if you don't follow me already. If not, just go to any of my regular videos, and I have all of my socials plugged in, man. So just DM it for me. I'd love to comment and give you a like. I know that does a lot for engagement, so just let me know. Where was I? Aaron says my first phone was a 3S. 5 hours later, I took it back and got a 3GS. Smart man. That was a close call, huh? That's cool though, the 3GS. Gareth Mallory says I have iPad Mini 6. It's so nice. I'm telling you, it's one of the best ones. And then for some of my videos where I'm like face to face, it makes a perfect teleprompter, dude. Like the iPhone Mini 6 is so niche in its use, but if you happen to have that niche, then the iPad Mini 6 is a godsend. Just that palmable size is awesome. Here, let me see. Where was I? Eric Chavez, my boy Beast, saying, what up, fam? What's up? What's up, Beast Boy? Hopefully you've been having a good Sunday so far, bro. I still can't believe that Ryan Garcia fight. That was crazy. Mike says, Merry Birthmas, and nice to see you, Mike. I did do the live stream a little earlier. I know that you're an old man and sleep very early, so you're welcome, Mike. Jenna Rose says, I still have a home button on my iPad. Nah, I mean, that's for iPads, it's kind of normal. I mean, it's kind of expected. By the way, shout out to all the likes being sent over here in the corner of the chat. I always appreciate those little hearts, and I notice them every time that I'm on my live. So thank you to everyone who does put in those likes. It seems like there's just someone always just... So I appreciate you. Let me see. Where was I? Shantina, nice to see you. Wait, Mike says y'all have iPads. Dude, you want one? I got a few laying around. They're just not charged. But actually, I don't know. I need them for my drain tests. Shantina says, I like the iPad Air personally, but the 9th gen is definitely cost-effective workhorse. It is. The 9th gen, by the way, for those that are non-tech nerds, the 9th gen is the one with the home button. So that one is just, and it's cheap too. Like where I work at AT&T, we got it for $459. And then where I work, we can split that up into 36-month installments. So the price of the device ends up being like $12. And the best part is you don't have to wait the 3-4 years. If you ever, have an extra 2 or 3 hundo, go ahead and just pay it off and it's yours. Plus on top of that, if you decide to get a cellular model, which a cellular model is not for everyone. There's so many people who come into AT&T and they just want to buy it outright. And so I let them know that, hey, we typically at these cell phone companies, we only sell cellular models. We don't have any Wi-Fi models. And so like a lot of people, I can understand why, that's not common knowledge. And for those that aren't tech heads like me, I mean, it's hard to differentiate them. But yeah, Apple has a cellular version of their iPads and then Wi-Fi only model versions of their iPads. So when people come in, a lot of people are surprised that we can't sell them outright. We normally direct them either to, I think Best Buy has Wi-Fi models, but for sure Apple has them over there. But they're so convenient when you attach a line. Whenever the new 10th generation, well, I don't know what they're going to call it, but the successor to the 10th generation, whenever that one comes out, I'm definitely getting mine on installments for my job. I already get 50% off of the service. So my iPad line is effectively $10 a month. So heck yeah, I'm going to take that. So whatever the successor is to the iPad 10th gen, I'm going to get it. And yeah, it's going to be great. Hopefully they'll have some kind of trade-in promotion and then boom, even better. You feel me? So anyway, Jenna Rose, I do because big screen and I'm blind and school. Oh, gotcha. Shantina, iPad Pro is nice but crazy expensive. Mini is nice but too small for the price. Yeah, people are surprised when, did you know this iPad costs nearly double as much as the 9th generation, the one with the home button. Yeah, the smaller one. I think this one retails for $500. And you can find the Ninth generation iPad. If you're a student, I believe it's only $299. Regularly, it's $329. But yeah, from $300 to $500. I guess almost double, not nearly double, almost double. It's a crazy jump. But hey, I enjoy the iPad Mini so much. Let me see, where was I? I feel like I keep switching my devices that I'm checking for the live chat. Miss History Buff, iPhone 3GS. Cool. So Miss History Buff, you were only 2 generations before my first ever iPhone. Jenna says that hers was the 4, but Jenna, did you get it like when it came out, or was it like a hand-me-down? Was it a family member's and then you just inherited it? Mike, born in 95, haha, old. I swear this kid one day is gonna get shadow banned, and the day he does, I'm celebrating, Mike. I'm celebrating. Every time just comes on here and attacks me, but I love Mike. I really do. He's a decent kid. Do you get the senior discount at the movies? I'm looking to save on ticket prices. Best iPhone is 5C. You're mad? What in the hell is wrong with you, Mike? Dude, iPhone 5C was the worst iPhone ever made. What are you talking about? That's what? Shantina, thanks for talking about battery life. A company on social media selling a lot of secondhand Apple products. Yes. Actually, Shantina, that kind of so these are some video ideas that I'm kind of considering right now after this battery drain test. I mean, there's just so much in the pipeline, but so little time. But anyway, one of the videos that I uploaded over the summer is performing very well. It is my video on how to factory reset MacBooks. And what a lot of reviews miss is that you have to reinstall a fresh copy of macOS. So like if you go and sell it, or you try to return it at Apple, they're not going to accept it because it doesn't have a fresh copy of macOS. You just deleted it off. You just deleted everything. So you have to do that. And my video includes step-by-step instructions on how to do that. Many people are finding it useful, and that's what my whole intention was for that video, for some people to find some use for it, because not a lot of people know how to factory reset a MacBook. It's not as straightforward as something like the iPhone, so that's where that video comes up. I do also have another video idea where I'm going to teach people how to install a screen protector. I have a lot of practice, obviously, with my job. It's actually kind of a fun thing to do, just like making sure there's no bubbles, and then you lift it up and it looks so just pristine and everything. I feel like that video would be useful. But Shantina, actually, that is a great video idea, just explaining everything that's on that battery health menu, because battery life is huge. You're right. Be careful buying a secondhand phone. If you ever happen to buy one off of Amazon or eBay, contact the seller and ask them, hey, can you send me a picture of that screen? So this is what you should always do, genuinely. Like, I hope that you guys know that I'm definitely like pumping out some bread right here. This is some knowledge. If you're gonna buy a secondhand phone, ask for it. If they don't send it to you, then they're hiding something. They're more than likely selling you a shit phone that's really, really old. If you're going to buy a secondhand phone, ask for this screenshot or a picture of this. If you have anything underneath 75% battery capacity, stay away from it. 1,000% if it's under 70. If it's in between 70 to 75, that's a little, I mean, if this is going to be like, say, for someone who's tech illiterate, for someone that doesn't really use smartphones to their fullest capacity, I'm talking more elderly people, or just someone who's just not tech savvy, then sure. 70 to 75 is I don't know, anything under 70, it definitely fails. Don't buy that phone, because your battery is going to overheat all the time. You're going to notice that your phone goes from 100% to 0% by 5 p.m. It's not even going to last you a whole day. So just know that and keep that at the back of your mind. But I appreciate, Shantina, your comment. That is going to be a video idea that I think I'm going to have to work on. Gareth says, do you complete Apple Watch challenges? There's one tomorrow. Gareth, I try to. Let me see. I do have a lot of rewards here. Let me look at all of my achievements, my badges. It's kind of hard to... there we go. So I do have 18 workout medals. Let's see, what else do I have? Close your rings. So yeah, I try to complete these as much as I can. Monthly challenges. I have several monthly challenges as well. Let me see what else. Competitions. I love competing. If anyone ever wants to compete with me, let me know. I like that little tap that it gives you when someone else is just like completely cooking you in terms of points. So yeah, I would love to. Shantina Boyd, with the current carrier deals and MacBooks coming out every year, it's worth it to buy new. I agree. I mean, I always buy my phones brand new anyway. It's just always better. Because the resale value of iPhones is so high that like you could have an iPhone 14 Pro Max, decent condition. I'm not even talking about pristine, decent condition, still selling for about $700, $800 like on eBay, unlocked and everything, right? Ready to go, ready to log into whatever. A legitimate iPhone 14 Pro Max, you can find one nowadays for $700, $800. Like at that point, why not spend the extra $400 and just go ahead and get the iPhone 15 Pro Max? That's what I'm talking about. And also with MacBooks hold their value extremely well. I've seen many M1 equipped MacBooks selling for $200, $300 under the retail price. Like that's just how well they retain their value. So very, very good point. I tend to believe buy new, but hey, I mean, hey, if you're on a budget and you're okay with sacrificing a little bit of battery life to save some money, then hey, more power to you. Mike says, hey, if you're offering, I'll send my address. I don't know about that, buddy. You come in here and roast, and now this kid wants free iPads? The nerve of this kid, I swear. Jenna Rose, I had a blue 5C, I think, and yes, that was my absolute favorite phone. I was probably in early high school. I remember when the 5C came out. That era was crazy. I remember that era was, all I did that era was I went to college, I think. I think I was already graduated, I want to say. Let me check when the iPhone 5C came out. This will tell me a lot. Because I graduated high school. Mike, I swear to God if you roast me for this, I graduated high school in 2014, okay? So it's almost 10 years ago. Actually, no, it's 10 years ago next month. That's crazy. The iPhone 5C release date was September 20th, 2013. Wow. That era was crazy. So 2013, I was a junior in college. I was a junior in college, much simpler days. I remember specifically, memory unlocked, coming home from playing soccer with the lads with a Monster and a big bag of Takis, laying in bed, enjoying life with no bills, enjoying life, not having to worry about, investing, not having to worry about car insurance, none of that. Just laid in bed and started watching iPhone 5C and iPhone 5S unboxings, because remember, those phones came out at the same time. iPhone 5S, and then the iPhone 5C was marketed as this alternative for $100 less though, or was it? I think it was $150 actually. I don't know, but it was like, it wasn't that much of a difference, but it was really popular. I remember when my aunt got it. One of my aunts got the green one, I think. It was the very fluorescent green. And she got one of the official Apple cases with like the little circles. Do you guys remember those? She got the white case with the little circles so that you could see your color beneath. Shit was pretty dope. I'm not even gonna lie. It was really a cool phone, cool concept. But man, I don't know if it's the move. Mike says, Jenna, 5C is so beautiful. I 100% adore it. 5C is best looking. 5S is the best looking. Mike had a quick typo right there. Not the best performing. Miss History Buff says, taking my Mini 6 on a cross-country trip. So portable and great for downloading content. Yes. Miss History Buff, man, that's so awesome. You're going on a cross-country trip. When is that happening? That way, that morning or that week, I can just go ahead and mentally send you my thoughts and prayers. I hope everything goes well. Hopefully you have fun. I'm probably going to go to the beach in late May, so that's going to be very, very nice. I feel like a vacation is very much needed. And then an international trip for me is coming not too far away. Eric says they're gonna cancel the Apple Card. Oh damn, we haven't even started talking about the topic today, huh? Nah, really quick. Goldman Sachs is the bank that backs the Apple Card and the Apple savings accounts, right? But word on the street is, it's not official. Word on the street is that Goldman Sachs wants out of that partnership. They're apparently losing a lot of money. Now, how? I don't know. I think it's in the form of Apple's generous rewards. So check this out. If you don't have this set up yet, I actually have a video on it. Yes, I have a video on Apple's savings account, right? Which these MFers, God, so watch. I was looking at my Apple investing, well, not investing, but my savings account. So I have an Apple savings account, and they dropped my APY, my annual percentage yield, from 4.5 to 4.4%. Those stinkers, man. That's a whole 10th% drop. A 10th. Anyway, so I digress, but no, yeah. So, and also check this out. So I also have the Apple credit card, and what's really magical about the Apple credit card and the Apple savings account is this. Every time you swipe or Face ID to pay with your Apple credit card, you can opt with the Apple savings account. It's not mandatory, or wait, is it? No, it's not mandatory. You can opt into it, which I would highly recommend you do. So if you open an Apple savings account, you can have it so that every time you swipe your Apple credit card or use Face ID, you get rewards. It's 3% at the Apple Store and partner locations. For example, if you have the Apple credit card, go to Exxon Mobil's. Why? Because at Exxon Mobil's, when you pump gas, you get a decent, it's not something extraordinary. You get 3% cash back in rewards. And so just doing some mental math, I would imagine the average amount of money paid from, emptying your tank from zero to full. In this economy with my Volvo, for me, it'd probably be about $55. Let's just say $50 on a good day, right? So if you do some quick math, how much is 30% or 3% of $50? Well, let's do the math. Well, 1% of $50 would be 50 cents. So now multiply that by 3, following me? So you multiply those 50 cents by 3 because we're going from 1% to 3%. So multiply 50 cents by 3, you have $1.50. Doesn't sound like much, right? But what's magical is that these $1.50 that you would normally get deposited into your Apple Cash account instead get deposited into your Apple savings account. Yes, it's really nice. And then on top of that, Apple's savings account right now, the interest rate, it's not an industry leading yield. It's at 4.4%. You can find much better at other banks. I think Ally, well, let me rephrase that. At a lot of banks online. A lot of these brick and mortar locations, like the big banks here in America, like Wells Fargo, it's not SunTrust anymore, it's Truist, Regions down here in the Southeast, their savings accounts pay you a miserable 100th. A hundredth. That's 0.01%. Yeah, so on a $10,000 balance, good job, buddy. You made your nice little 10 cents. How beautiful. That's so cool. On $10,000. Anyway, with the Apple savings account, it starts to grow over time, and you have to understand and trust the snowball method, right? The snowball method is over like when you compound time, that is when that savings account is going to start working in your favor. It's good to diversify your money, and it's one of the ways I diversify my money. And actually, bi-weekly, I have $70 being transferred to my Apple savings account on top of everything that I'm saving and investing, quote unquote, with my Apple credit card rewards. So it's really nice. It's the best of both worlds. But anyway, this is why I think that Goldman Sachs wants out, because not only, if you think about it from a business perspective, Beast, if you think about it from, let's say you're Goldman Sachs, right, and you're partnering with Apple, while that's already so much clout, you got the biggest company in the world to partner up with your bank. Think about it. You're losing a lot of money because that's 3% cash back on a lot of categories, on anything at the Apple Store, at Exxon Mobil's. Another place that gives you 3% back is, it was just on the tip of my tongue. Oh, Nike. So at Nike, you get 3% back, and it's various other locations. There's a long list. Then you get 2% cash back any other time you use Face ID to purchase something, so without using your physical card. So you get 2% back every time you use Apple Pay, in other words, right? And then you get 1% back on everything else. On top of that, though, they are paying customers 4.4% on their interest rate. And if you think about how many Apple users there are, that's a ton of money that they have to front up to pay people interest. So for those that understand banks, there's so much that goes into banks. And if you understand how banks make money, it's insane how much money there is to be made. So they're not going to cancel the Apple card, but Apple's going to have to find a different bank to hold up their end of the bargain, because this product already exists. But remember, Apple is not a bank. And in order to be a bank, you try to start a bank, where do you start, right? You need to have all these accreditations, and Apple's simply not a bank. So they need a bank to partner up with them if they want to offer savings accounts and stuff like that. They can't just say, oh yeah, we use our savings account. No, it has to be FDIC insured. There are laws in place, because then just imagine if the dang taco shop down the road over here, hey, deposit your money here with us, it's safe. No, it doesn't work that way, My battery health, Mike says, is 86% on my almost 4-year-old 12 Pro Max. 86 isn't bad. That's pretty decent, especially for 4 years. And I imagine someone like you're probably like me. You're probably on your phone playing games, or just surfing the internet on Reddit a lot. So that's pretty good. 2014 was 20 years ago. Shut up. It was 10 years ago. You're basically ready to retire. Damn. Man, I want to race I want to race Mike one day. I want to bench Mike. That way he can see how old I am and how much I can outbench him and how much faster I can beat him in a race. I said that. Mike, if you want to take this challenge, let me know. Here we are. We have Stormy Day saying, "Hi, I just bought a red Apple Watch Series 6 and I also bought a 2019 Pride watch band, and I'm going to start collecting most of the Pride Edition watch bands thanks to encouragement from your videos." Stormy, that is so cool. I think this is the first time that I see you here on our live streams. Well, welcome. It's nice to see whenever I have new viewers out here, and it's especially nicer when my videos do encourage other people to go out there and share this passion of Apple Watch band collecting. Stormy, what I will say is they're just out of frame, but actually let me get some of them down. Of course, I mean, I'm an ally. You know, you guys already know I'm all for love, and so I have many of the Pride bands. I actually have every single one of them except for the first generation. So check this out. This one's really old, and this one is thanks to Mike. Actually, I think Mike helped find this one for me and hooked me up on a decent deal. This is the Fine Woven Pride Edition band, and let me see if the year is on here. It's not. Mike, maybe you can tell everyone when this was released, but there's another version similar to this one. It still has the like a rainbow on it, but it's a slightly different pattern. And that one was the first ever Pride Edition band. The only thing is it's hard to find and very expensive nowadays, because initially it was just given to Apple employees, and it was up to those Apple employees to either give them away or like resell them to people. That's the only one that I'm missing, but I have literally every single other one. And it's just part of band collecting. And plus, I'm with it. I'm here for the cause. Like, I'm here being an ally, and honestly, you guys already know that every single Pride band will be reviewed here on my channel. That is a guarantee. So Stormy, nice to have you here. Just remember that we do live stream every Sunday and Wednesday. Whenever I can't live stream, I will either make a post, which is rare, but it does happen. I'm an adult and things happen that are out of my control. But if it's not a live, it will also be a premiere. So that way you guys still get the live aspect of it. But welcome. Nice to see you here. Jenna Rose, oh, Mike. Will M said, I created a Twitter account just to send you the link to the Galaxy S8 video. That is so cool. You just created an X account? Let me see. I might probably have to accept your message request. Yup. Wait. Did you tweet it at me or did you DM it to me? I don't think I see it yet. And I'm on my X account right now, bro. Double check that for me. I'm here on my message request and I don't see it. Maybe it's still sending, who knows, but I'm looking out for it, bro. I'm looking out for it. Or if not, you can send it to my Instagram as well if you have one. Miss History Buff, not going on my trip till August. Still excited though. Hey, Mystery Buff, you know as well as I do, time goes by so fast. Before you know it, you'll blink and it's going to be August, and then you're going to be super happy and excited to go. I'm excited for you. I know I'll be live streaming. So long as I'm on this earth, I'll be live streaming in August. I can't wait to hear how it goes. That's very exciting. Mike, wow, $150 off $50. Hey, something is better than nothing. That's what I'm saying. Something is better than nothing. It adds up. Mike, you can save even more money by just driving a better car. That true. Get a smart car, Juan. No, I'm going to stay with Volvos, and I'm staying with that decision. Shantina said Apple Card probably going to Capital One, SoFi, or hopefully Amex. Amex would be lit. I mean, Amex is already seen as a more bougie credit card in general. Like, their consumer base is definitely more affluent too, that's for sure. I guarantee the statistics back that up as well. Amex is the company that has that coveted black card that only a select few rich individuals or the rich and wealthy and famous, only they have it. That card is only by invitation only. So you have to actually be on their radar, be a big spender, because remember, the way that these credit cards also make money is whenever, let's say you're a credit card provider, right? One of your sources of income, there's several, but here's just one of them. Every time you swipe a transaction, the credit card company is keeping a portion of those proceeds. If you've ever had a small business, or if you're a small business owner, especially if you're dealing with the public, you'll understand this, that in order to have this luxury, because it is, in order to offer your customers the convenience of accepting credit cards, you must agree to their terms and conditions. Typically, it's companies like Square or PayPal that can hook you up with a little reader. So, of course, they keep a portion. But on top of that, Visa, here in the United States, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and American Express are the big four in terms of credit card providers. So, American Express has the highest fee of any of the four. So every time, say for example, I have a few Amex cards. I've been with a customer. It's actually a big flex. On there it says customer since. I was a customer since 2014. I know. Pretty crazy, right? But anyway, every time you swipe an American Express card, they have the highest fee. So that small business or company, it's also big companies, they eat a small percentage of that credit card by simply accepting credit cards. So this is why, if you've never known, now you learn something. This is why a lot of small business owners here in America don't accept American Express. Have you ever heard the saying, do you accept American Express? That's because a lot of small business owners don't accept American Express because those fees eat up too much into their profits. And I think, don't quote me, but I think like an average American Express customer acceptance rate might be like 3.5%. So that means if you make a $100 purchase using your Amex card, then that small business or corporation is going to have to eat up $3.50 because that goes to American Express. So if you're a small business owner or own any kind of business, you can see the numbers and think, well, damn, that's kind of high, but also the convenience factor. Like if I have an Amex and that's the only card that I have, and there's two burger joints, right? One has the best burgers in town, but they don't accept an American Express card, and the other burger joint might just be average. It's not bad, but it's not the best you've ever had, but they do accept American Express. Guess where I'm going to go, especially if they don't accept Apple Pay, and that's the only card I have on me. No cash. Typically, I like to have cash for these kinds of scenarios, but anyway, got on another tangent there. Jesus. All right. I need to catch up to the live chat. That was a good question, Shantina. You've been bringing up good points all dang live, so I appreciate you. Shantina, Goldman Sachs was not prepared for that amount of consumer favoring rewards and debt. Dude, I know, man. It's the rewards. I'm telling you. That's, I think, where they effed up. Corey, I am here, fam. However, I'm driving home right now. That's all good, man. I'm still in pain for my tattoo appointment. That's cool, bro. If anything, you might just have to catch the next one if you don't watch the replay or if you don't make it in time. But yeah, I'm about to call it quits after I do catch up here with the live chat. Stormy Day says, yup, I'm new. Yeah, I'm telling you, I do notice whenever someone's new, and if someone is a repeat live streamer joiner, is that even a term? Then I like to point that out, and I like to shout you guys out, especially my regulars who get on my live streams almost every single live stream. I understand people have lives every now and then. Some people can't. And hey, no shame, because every now and then I have to cancel a stream too because of life. So I appreciate y'all a lot. Mike says that's the 2016 that you're saying you don't have. That's literally the one that you were just holding. You did a video on it. Fake fan. There's no way Mike is over here. He's just throwing shade. Mike, we have two mics. Wait, underneath Mike, we have Mike. And he says, does Nike release summer bands? They used to, Mike. They used to. So they used to release winter and summer bands. So it was all year round that us bandaholics got our fix. But as of 2 or 3 years ago, they just are on on a fall release and a spring release. And the spring release wasn't even that big. Like we had like 4 styles that were renewed, no new fine woven links, which arguably they're pretty horrible. Not a lot of people like those. But yeah, we're only on spring and we're on fall releases right now, which, yeah, it sucks. It sucks, I know. Stormy, I'm most likely going to get the ones from 2019 and newer. I don't blame you, definitely. Yeah, it's always better to get the newer ones. Tony G, what do you think about the new leather-free Apple Watch Hermes bands? Tony G, thanks for making it onto the chat. I'm very sad whenever, leather's leather, man. Like, I don't know. Not seeing leather officially on Apple's lineup is kind of weird. I mean, for years and years and years, Apple used leather as more or less kind of like a status symbol, you know, like you had leather, and like if you own leather, you know exactly why people love leather so much. I mean, I love it for the patina process, the patina effect. It's just really cool to be able to see your leather morph and change over the years, and it's kind of like a whole adventure, you know what I mean? Like, but they don't do that anymore, and I'm kind of sad about it. I really am, especially with Hermes. Hermes is just a company that for years historically has been known for their ultra high quality leather, and now that it's kind of slowly being faded out is really sad in my opinion. Will M, I don't use social media at all, so I have no idea what I'm doing. Gotcha, Will M. So here, let me, I'm going to send you, my email address. My email address should be on my, here, hold on. I got you. So let me log in real quick. I'm going to have to what would you prefer? Like, do you want me to send it to your Gmail? Because you can send it to my Google account if you want. My Google account is, if you go to my channel and if you go to more about this channel, you have my email right there. So if you go to my channel, go ahead and try to find that information. Go to the Juan and Only, click on my channel, go to more about this channel, and you should see all my ads there, man. So I really want to see it, and then I will have it on next stream. I'll have the link, and then that way all of my viewers can also see it. Mike, how long has he been talking about credit cards? I left and got a snack halfway through. Mike, financial literacy is important. I've told you this time and time again. It's important to be well-versed in financial knowledge. Let's get with the program, Mike. Corey, I'm honored to become a mod. Yes, sir. I appreciate that. That's so awesome, man. I'm glad that you saw my my DM. Man, I'm having a brain fart. I'm starting to get pretty tired. I'm not going to lie. The tattoo really, really has sapped me of my energy levels. Well, I love leather bands. My daily band is Midnight Leather Link on my Series 6. Dude, that's a nice combination. I'm not even going to lie. Graphite Series stainless steel. Nice. That is looking pretty fine. I can imagine. Aaron says, in the rumor mill, Apple has stopped production of fine woven, but still using leather still via iClarified. No way. That might have to be the topic for next week's stream. That's interesting, Aaron. I'm going to have to look into that. Mike, know me. I'd be a better mod. Hey, listen. I think Mike would, I mean, if you guys both want to do it, that'd be really cool with me. Well, I feel like an old person. Don't let Mike get to you. He's over here calling me old. Don't let him get to your head. Kayla, hey, I'm late, but I made it. Kayla, I'm so glad that you made it. Yes, I was about to end the stream here momentarily as I was catching up with the live stream, but nice to see you here, Kayla. Definitely make sure that you join the next one if you're able to, but nice to see you on here. I really appreciate that. Stormy says the number one band I'm looking for is the Pride 2020 Nike Sport Band. Also, I can't wait for the Pride 2024 edition. Neither can I. Hopefully, they bless us with 2 new bands like they have been doing before. But I think you're talking about, I have it here somewhere, unless I have it in my bag of the ones that I've worn. Dang it, it's in my bag. But actually, I wanted to show this one off too. This is the Pride 2021. This is the one that came out during COVID. Very memorable band. I like this one a lot. And actually, this one is made from different colors of past sport bands, which is really, really cool. It's a good little bit of trivia there. Let me see. Mike, thoughts on the Hermes Blue Celeste Gilim single tour on an Ultra? Would this style of band work? Dude, yes, I do think that the Gilim style of bands, I know I'm saying them wrong, they look awesome, man, especially on that silver titanium. Now, my only wish is hopefully with the Ultra 3, we finally get a space black titanium version, because there's a few Hermes bands that have black lugs. They have space black lugs, namely these 3 right here, and there's many others, right? So that would look lit on an Apple Watch Ultra. Jenna says, Mike, you're the old one. Thank you for defending me, Jenna. Like, we got to stand up against these cyber bullies. Mike is, I don't know what's up with him today. He probably woke up on the wrong side of the bed, but yeah, I don't know. Mike, I'm the young one. I'll live forever. Yeah, sure, buddy. Jenna Rose, stop flashing your insecurities on others. Wait, Jenna, actually, you might be right. What if Mike is afraid of getting old? Dang, I might have to hit him up and he's going to have to spill the tea. I think that's what's happening here. Well, all right, guys, this stream has been really, really awesome. I really do appreciate all of you guys that are joining. Be on the lookout. I think this Wednesday, if I can't stream, my battery drain test by then should be complete. I just finished refilming the other day because I noticed that the first time around, my Galaxies ended up until like 7 in the morning. But what sucks is that my timer died in between that period. And while, yes, I could do the math, I don't want anyone ever to say that I like tampered with the test, right? Plus, I'm a perfectionist. When it comes to my work, when it comes to my YouTube videos, I like to make sure that they're very high quality and professional. And the timer not being there just really, it bugged me, right? And so I was editing, and while I had already been editing for like 2 or 3 days at night in the evening while I was winding down, I just couldn't. I was cringing every time because, again, the timer just wasn't there. And then all of them, well, the last 2 cut off while the timer wasn't there. So, again, I could have done the math, but nah, I'd rather just redo it. And this time I got everything. So we're good there. But, guys, yeah, hopefully you guys are looking forward to that video. The battery health video that Shantina mentioned, I think, is a good video idea. So I'm just out here kind of thinking, I'm kind of scheming. You know, once it starts to get into September, which isn't that far away, that's when tech season is in full gear. New Samsung phones get dropped also pretty soon. New iPhones, of course, new Apple Watches, new Apple Watch bands, new Google phones, possibly new consoles this fall. There's just so much going around, so I'm excited for the fall. But guys, I think Mike is over here. Mike is saying hey and then hey with a capital. Hey Mike, how are you? Stormy Day, oh yeah, I am on your Discord. I sent photos of my current band combination, that being a red Series 6 with a 2019 Pride band. I can send them again on the Discord if you want me to. Yes, definitely do, because Mike is gonna be the one to tell you that I need to get on Discord more. I'm not on it as much, but definitely send them and I will look at them. Tony G, I'm thinking about getting the Apple Watch Hermes Bridon band. Should I pull the trigger and spend the money or not? Dude. So are you getting the band or... Yeah, you're just getting the band, right? If you're just getting the band, duh, bro, go for it. But if you're going to get the band and the watch, just wait for the Series X. But nah, I mean, I understand that there's so much money. They're $300. Just make sure, I mean, of course, as always, I'm going to be the mature adult and say make sure your finances are in order. Hopefully they are. And if so, and if you want to spoil yourself, just get it. Just get it. Just don't buy yourself coffee or like fast food 2 or 3 times to help you justify the purchase, and definitely go for it, man. It's going to last you much longer anyway, and it's such a jewel. All Hermes bands on the wrist, man. Something about just how they just play off so well on the wrist is just great. I say go for it. Mike Juan is on Discord. He's too old to know how to use it. Man, Mike, I am not too old to know how to use it. It's just, it's cumbersome. That is all. But I do check it. It's just I'm not that active on it, as Mike would lead y'all to believe. But Kayla said new iPads finally. I mean, they better be released soon. That's all I'm saying, Kayla. But all right, guys. I think I definitely need some water. I don't have any nearby, but I think this is the end of this live stream. I want to thank everyone who pulled up. It was very, very nice. Hope to see you guys on the next live stream, either Wednesday or Sunday. If I don't do it Wednesday, I will do a premiere of that battery drain test. So guys, that's been it for me. I'm clocking out for now. I had loads of fun here on this live stream. I hope y'all did too. And just like that, clocking out. But like I said, can't wait to catch you all in the next one.